Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to AdamMcKola TV. I'm Adam. Just got back to the gaff after Snapdragon Stadium. Manchester United 1, Wrexham 3. Manchester United's resis, basically. Our under-23 is playing against Wrexham. Wrexham turning up, getting a good win for them, I'm sure. Incredible experience for their players. I doubt they ever expected to be playing a pre-season game against Manchester United in America. And pretty much the same for the young players that played for Manchester United. Look, it wasn't a great performance, I don't think, defensively. There were a few issues as well. Early Johnny Evans error allowed obviously the goalkeeper to come out of his line, and it led to that foul on Paul Mullin. Probably could have been a red card at that point. There was a red card later in the game. We'll talk about that in a bit. The ref gave a yellow card. Obviously, it's a friendly. If it was a competitive game, you'd expect he'd be sent off in that instance, but he wasn't. He was given a yellow card. And then we saw Paul Mullin, down for quite a while, and it's come out now that he's had a punctured lung. So hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. You never want to see anyone get injured, especially in a pre-season game. But yeah, it would have been a huge experience for those guys playing for Manchester United today, playing in San Diego, playing in front of the international Reds, seeing how crazy it all is, because Manchester United get incredible support around the world, and it'll be an eye-opener for a lot of them that haven't had the opportunity to do that. It was great experience for Hannibal. I think he looked really good for Manchester United. Was probably our best player. He's a feisty player. He's good on the ball. He's quality, and I think he looked really good today. And we also saw Alvaro Fernandez get a very, very good assist as well for Marc Gerardo with that cross. It was a fantastic cross, fantastic finish by Marc Gerardo, fullback to fullback. Alvaro Fernandez had a decent opportunity at Preston, and he took that and did really well on loan out there. And now obviously you're looking at him coming back into the first team for pre-season. Will he be around the camp when the season starts? Maybe he'll go out on loan, but there could be an opportunity there for him because of the fact that Terrell Malacia is injured. If anything happened to a centre-back, Luke Shaw may shift over, and then you may see him play there. But I thought it was a very good cross for him to get that goal, picking up where he left off from last season. As I said, there wasn't a red card given for that foul by Nathan Bishop. There was a red card given for Dan Gore. I didn't think that was a red card tackle at all. I thought, look, the yellow card could have been a red, but I don't think that one was. Did the ref see the decision, think it was a mistake, and then try and even things out? If he did, then that's not fair on Dan Gore. It looked worse than it was. They both kind of got a piece of each other as well. I don't think that was a red card. Disappointing for Dan Gore. Obviously, no suspension should be served. It's not like, remember that instance where Wayne Rooney and Paul Scholes got sent off in Amsterdam, and then they got a suspension by the FA, which was absolutely ridiculous. I doubt we'll see anything stupid like that. Johnny Evans playing for Manchester United, possibly playing his last ever game in a Manchester United shirt. You could expect that to happen. Obviously, wouldn't be surprised if he was given a contract to stick around as a player coach or something like that, and be an influence in the dressing room and around the training ground and around Carrington. But it may be the last time he's played in a Manchester United shirt. And if that is, I've got to say, I love Johnny Evans. It's been a pleasure to watch him play for Manchester United over the years. Obviously, when he played for Manchester United on a proper contract, I thought it was wrong that we let him go, and we did. I know his last few years probably weren't great at United, but there was a lot of chopping and changing at the club. And I thought Johnny Evans was someone that we probably should have kept around at that time. There was also them times when I said he should have been Man United captain. I think Johnny Evans has been an incredible player throughout his career. Won trophies for Manchester United as well, 3 Premier League titles. What a guy Johnny Evans is. So if that is the last we see of him in a Manchester United shirt, then thank you for some excellent memories, Mr. Johnny Evans. Also, we've had the talk of Manchester United signing Rasmus Højlund and potentially Sofyan Amrabat as well. Sofyan Amrabat coming from Fiorentina. Rasmus Højlund would be coming from Atalanta. We're hearing these rumours coming from Alfredo Padula at this moment in time. And it says Højlund, Manchester United, Atlanta asked to speed up the offer for the player. The player as well, we heard from Alfredo Padula earlier in the day that there's total agreement for both players, Sofyan Amrabat and of course Rasmus Højlund as well. Now, maybe, not maybe, I think it's the case that, that agreement is with the players alone. There's no agreement with the club, so I wouldn't you know, get excited, and it's not actual total agreement, it's just total agreement with the players in terms of terms. But it looks like those two deals could be close now. You know, we're being linked with Rasmus Højlund. United are involved in negotiations at this moment in time, and I think Amrabat would be a good option. Let's talk about Højlund first. Højlund, a young striker with lots of potential. He looks like a good player, fantastic on Football Manager. Obviously, that don't mean nothing, and he'd have to develop and fulfil his potential. But I don't mind us going in that direction. I know it'd be great to sign someone like Harry Kane, and I think he'd possibly push you to a title challenge in the first year. I think Harry Kane's absolutely fantastic, but let's, you know, if we're not going to get him, we need to look to the future. And there's been times when, let's say, Moises Caicedo or someone like that, where, you know, Moises Caicedo, we get interested in him, and people are, why didn't we sign him when he was available a few years ago before he went up and the price got boomed? Now look, it'd be expensive and a lot of money for Rasmus Højlund if we were to sign him, but nevertheless, imagine he goes to Dortmund or someone like that, tears it up, and then, you know, you got to pay 120, 150 million for him. That would be an issue. So I think we should start investing in the future and looking ahead. Really looking forward to hopefully seeing us sign him, because I'd be excited to see him in the United shirt. And then the same with Amrabat. You know, I've only seen a little bit of him playing for Fiorentina and Morocco, mostly is where I've seen him. He looks like the profile of player that I would like to see at Manchester United. He'd be a good alternative for Casemiro, good option alongside him in that midfield as well if you want to get more robust in there. And you never know when Casemiro is going to decide to throttle someone again and get sent off. So yeah, I think Amrabat would be a good addition to the squad as well, especially with the possibility that Fred, McTominay, etc. could be on the way out. McTominay being linked with a move to West Ham. I heard earlier one of the lads say there's been talk about £45 million, and I thought they said £425 million. I'd be surprised to see us get £45 million for Scott, maybe about 25-30 million, but that's how negotiations go, I guess. Manchester United, Real Madrid tomorrow, we'll have reaction to that as well. I'm not going out to Houston. J. Joel will be covering it for Stretford Paddock. I'll be covering it from here, so make sure you're keeping it locked, because we'll have reaction on the channel. Really looking forward to that. Maybe we'll get to see Andre Onana for the first time in a Manchester United shirt, which would be nice, wouldn't it? Getting to see the new goalkeeper, who I think will take us a lot closer to being the team that Erik ten Hag wants us to be, and hopefully being a lot much more successful this campaign as well. Obviously, I love David De Gea, but I think it was the right time to let David De Gea go, and now we need to look to the future, and we could see Andre Onana for the first time. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're keeping it like, comment, share, subscribe. Pre-season has been a blast so far. It's been absolutely amazing out here. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here for now. See you tomorrow.